Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I've just walked out of the local movie theater from watching Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Got the VIP tickets, got to sit up top, reclining chair, above the whole theater, private room, the whole works, was a good time. Now, to clear up the Star Wars things, yeah, I was reviewing the Star Wars movies heavy a little while back, and I am going to review every single Star Wars movie in the franchise, and hopefully all the series and all that eventually, but it's not going to be all in sequence like some other things of mine are. It's just going to be kind of slowly throughout the channel, so after this I'm going to continue doing those reviews, but since this one came out before I completed all those reviews, then this one will just be for now, and then I'll complete the other ones after, but they'll just slowly be released on the channel. But to clear up, I mean, it's been alright, but I haven't been a super huge fan, really, all that much of, like, the new Star Wars trilogy, like the episodic films that much. Like, they've been good, they've been alright, but, and some better than others, but I haven't been a huge, like, massively on board with them. But I will say this one is my favorite of the three made so far. This was a really, really good movie, actually. Like, the first half, like three-quarters to half of the movie was great. Loved it. It was very adventuristic. This one actually captures the most, like, old school, like in a Star Wars way, but just in general, old school kind of adventure kind of a vibe. The best as any of the other ones have picked up. And the lightsaber fighting and the special effects and the scenery, like, I mean, I know it's all sets and CGI and all that, but the scenery was stunning. It was super cool that they came up with some really cool creatures this time around, which have been kind of touch and go in the past other ones, but they had some really, really cool ones in this one. Started to meander a little bit. Near midway, it started to kind of become more like the other Star Wars movies coming out of from asides like the last, like Return of the Jedi, the ones that have been made after, like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and all of that. It kind of got a little bit more into that whole kind of realm, and kind of stuck there a little bit longer than it needed to, I think. And it did kind of get a bit draggy near the end. And there were definitely some decisions made. Not really large decisions. Like, I'm on board with most of the decisions they made, but there was just like some random kind of character changes, just like small little things that didn't really resonate as much with me as they actually did in the other films. Even though I think this one is better. I even, like, it's sad because of everything that happened to do with Carrie Fisher and all of that. But I will say, I mean, I've seen some people online that were reviewing this movie, and they seem to say it was a bit shoddy and it wasn't that great, but how they changed the storyline that they originally had envisioned with Leia actually blended together with the whole story they had very seamlessly. It actually made perfect sense, and almost to a point where if the tragedy that happened with Carrie Fisher had not have happened, it almost would have been an acceptable outcome. Like, it wouldn't have been, and people maybe I still would have kind of shook my head, like, maybe they could have done something a bit better than that, but no, even they did manage to come up with an ending for that actually came across seamless in the story at hand. And I thought that was cool, and I respected that, and I thought they did a good job, and I can't help but to throw praise out there for that. And yeah, like I said, I will say this is my favorite of the newest episodic Star Wars movies. You know what? I was going to give it an A+. For the first half of the movie, I was like, you know what? I can't believe it, but I'm going to give this movie an A+. It kind of meandered and kind of changed a bit and kind of just fell back into what I call new Star Wars antics a bit, that cut that plus off and put it at an A. But Still, with that said, it is an A. It's a great movie. It's very much worth the watch, and I'm glad I went to see it. VIP access was awesome. And yeah, so that's an A for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.